please take your respective seats. Let us all now rise for national anthem, followed by Tamil News.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் மதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிடமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Kindly be seated. I also request Srimati Magathi to recite Parukulle Nalla Nadu in a musical form.
Parukulle Nalla Nadu Parukulle Nalla Nadu எங்கள் பாரத நாடு பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு ஞானத்திலே பர மோனத்திலே ஞானத்திலே பர மோனத்திலே உயர் மானத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே ஞானத்திலே பர மோனத்திலே உயர் மானத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே கானத்திலே கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த கவிதையிலே உயர்நாடு கானத்திலே உயநாடு பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு. தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே நெஞ்சு ஈரத்திலே உபகாரத்திலே. தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே நெஞ்சு ஈரத்திலே உபகாரத்திலே. சாரத்திலே மிக சாத்திரம் கண்டு தருவதிலே உயநாடு பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு. யாகத்திலே தவ வேகத்திலே யாகத்திலே தவ வேகத்திலே தனி யோகத்திலே பல போகத்திலே. யாகத்திலே தவ வேகத்திலே தனி யோகத்திலே பல போகத்திலே. ஆகத்திலே தெய்வ பக்தி கொண்டாட்டம் அருளினிலே உயநாடு. ஆகத்திலே தெய்வ பக்தி கொண்டாட்டம் அருளினிலே உயநாடு பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு. பாரத நாடு பாரத நாடு.
Thank you, Srimati Magati. I am Vivek, member of Sri Sathya Sai Orphanage Trust Chennai chapter. It's my great honor to stand before you today on this momentous occasion, the first anniversary of our Sathya Sai Free Dance Academy for Transgenders. I now invite Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu and other dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp. I would like to invite the man behind this great initiative, Sri K.N. Anandakumar, founder and executive director, Sri Sathya Sai Orphanage Trust Kerala, to share his thoughts and insights on this momentous occasion.
Pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Baba. Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri R.N. Ravi, the chair of today's session, Dr. Nadangadi Haridas, Sri K.L. Rao, Chief Social Policy, UNICEF, Chennai, Mrs. Veena Unnikishan, Chairperson, Sai Gramam, Chennai Chapter, Dr. Sunil C. Menon, Sri Thiruvayaru P. Sekhar, Vivek Nair, Sona Nair, distinguished members seated on the dais, and my dear friends, good evening to one and all present here. Sri Sathya Sai Orphanage Trust began its journey in the year 1996 with an orphanage housing just 9 children. Children were housed in a building which was rented for 1,200 rupees. Ever since then, the trust has been working tirelessly in as many dimensions as possible to wipe the tears of poor, helpless fellow human beings. The principal philosophy of the trust is Manava Seva is Madhava Seva, means service to man is service to God. It was my mother's words and teachings of my Guru Sri Satya Sai Baba which paved the way for the inception of the trust. My mother advised me, if someone cries in front of you, you should be able to shed tears with them. In these simple words, she taught me empathy. Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba always said, hands that serve are holier than the lips that pray. These teachings were the seeds which were sowed years back, which have now grown into a large tree, providing shade to thousands of people. The trust, which started in a very small way with a house of 9 children, has now grown to have become the largest NGO in Kerala and the 4th largest NGO in India. The trust has many branches and offices throughout the Kerala and outside. It runs around 200 plus projects and has more than 350 employees. The main center of the trust is Sai Gramam, a 100 crore project at Trivandrum. There are more than 40 projects currently running inside Sai Gramam. The trust has built more than 300 houses for the poor and needy people. Under its project named Sai Prasadam, and has conducted more than 300 mass marriages. One of the most prestigious projects of the trust is the Navajeevanam Free Dialysis Center. The trust is running 13 dialysis centers in Kerala, rendering free dialysis service to poor renal patients who cannot afford the heavy and recurring charges of regular dialysis. Trust has received Asia Book of Records, India Book of Records, and completing 5 lakh free dialysis. One of the most. Also for the dialysis, I hereby announce that Chennai or the Tamil Nadu is going to get a free dialysis center within 90 days from here onwards. One of the most recent projects of the trust is Satya Sai Dance Academy for transgenders. Satya Sai Orphanage Trust runs 3 dance academies, one at Cochin, one at Trivandrum, and one right here in Chennai. The project is aimed at uplifting the downtrodden community of transgenders to the mainstream of the society, and we have gathered here to celebrate the first anniversary of this very project. During this auspicious occasion, I would like to extend my love and gratitude to the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri Ravindra Narayana Devi, Sir, for agreeing to conduct the function here at Raj Bhavan and for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence. Sir, we are honored. We are honored, sir. With utmost reverence, I welcome you to this function, sir. The dance classes at the Chennai Academy is conducted at my dear friend Dr. Nedungadi's place. A special thanks to him for allowing us to use this space, and I should add that he has never taken even a rupee as rent for the space. I welcome you to this function, Dr. Nedungadi Haridas. Chief of Social Policy UNICEF, Chennai, Sri K.L. Rao, my best friend, is present here with us. A warm welcome to this program. I take this opportunity to extend my gratitude and love to Sri Shanmugam for taking the pains to train our students here at Chennai. In the end, it is his dedication and hard work that has resulted in the successful conduction of the classes. Welcome to the function, Sri Shanmugam. I would also like to welcome Dr. Sunil C. Menon and Tiruvayur Sri Shekhar and Vivek Nair, Sona Nair and our distinguished guests present here. Last but not the least, I would like to welcome each and every one of you who could reach here and join us in this function. I would like to end my speech by once again thanking the Honorable Governor, Sri R.N. Ravi, for readily accepting our proposal to celebrate this event at this very esteemed place. Now, let me extend a warm welcome to Dr. Gayatri Subramaniam to this function. Nadana Bhushan Dr. Gayatri Subramaniam is an integral part of Sri Sathya Sai Dance Academy for Transgenders. She is the dance trainer at Trivandrum and Ernakulam Dance Academies. Apart from that, she teaches dance to the students of Sri Sathya Sai Arts and Science College at Sai Grama. Next, I would like to welcome Ms. Srimati Shafira to this function. Shafira is the founder of Knowledge Engineering, and I also extend our gratitude to Shafira for her constant support to the trust. The memorizing voice that invoked the presence of the Almighty here with the prayer was none other than the well-known Carnatic playback singer Srimati Mahadi. I welcome Mahadi to this program. Thank you once again to Honorable Governor. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Anand sir to honor Honorable Governor with shield and memento. Thank you, sir. Now, let us watch a AV about Sai Gramam Global Village.
The Sri Sathya Sai Orphanage Trust Kerala is a non-profit voluntary organization working in Kerala, India since 1996. Service to mankind is service to God is the motto of the trust. It has been working for the social, cultural, moral and spiritual development of society in many ways. Sai Gramam is spread over 25 acres of land located in a calm and serene atmosphere adjacent to the Mamam River at Thonekal near Attingal in Thiruvananthapuram district, Kerala. The Sai Gramam has a centrally located spiritual lily pond, around which are located the temples of Lord Ganesha, Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati and Lord Subramanya. Also, there is a temple of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba installed on April 24, 2015, which is the first Satya Sai Baba temple in the world. There is a dhuni of Sai Baba of Shirdi, which is perpetually burning since 2011. There is also a temple dedicated to Lord Ayyappa and the Buddha. The Sai Ganesh Hall, which is one of the largest convention centers in Kerala without any pillars, having an area of 18,000 square feet, was built by Larsen & Toubro Limited. All major functions of Sai Gramam are conducted at the Sai Ganesh Hall. The Sai Narayanalayam is the canteen which is virtually catering free food, that is Sai Prasadam, to all the inmates as well as visitors and guests. Almost on an average, around 600 persons are fed every day at Sai Narayanalayam. The cooking is done in-house. All the senior dignitaries and other officials, all the inmates and anyone and everyone visiting Sai Gramam are served food in this canteen. Sai Gramam also houses a computer lab and a library, which is extensively used by the students of the boys' orphanage, which is called Sai Niketan. The Sai Niketan houses around 70 boys in its 3 dormitories. Sai Gramam also houses the Sai Pottery Center, where pottery making is taught and pottery is made. The nest is a place where loving animals like rabbits are given a home of their own. Sai Gramam also houses a handloom weaving center, where training in handloom weaving is taught. Saketam is the old age home for men with Sai Gramam. Those who have none to take care and have been thrown out of their homes by their own kith and kin are taken care at Saketam. Similarly, Sayujiam is the old age home for women. The Sri Satya Sai Orphanage Trust has been running 14 free dialysis centers in 13 districts. Besides this, a free mobile dialysis unit started functioning in Thiruvananthapuram district. Thousands of villagers from 11 villages in Kasaragod district in Kerala were victims of the deadly effect of a chemical named endosulfan, which was sprayed aerially over farmland and crops in that area thrice a year for a period of 24 years, despite warnings about its disastrous impact and effect on health and environment in the areas surrounding the plantations. The results have been tragic. In these villages, there is a very high concentration of chronic health complications like mental, physical and behavioral disorders, neurological, cardiovascular and congenital anomalies and other various health disorders. The Sri Satya Sai Orphanage Trust Kerala has now stepped in with its project named Sai Prasadam, which aims at building 108 houses for the victims, each having an area of 500 square feet at an estimated cost of Rs 5 lakhs each. There is a system of open classroom teaching, a kind of Gurukula system of education imparted within Sai Gramam. Besides, there is also a regular Sri Satya Sai Vidya Mandir, which was recently inaugurated within Sai Gramam. Sai Gramam is entirely a self-sufficient township with its own biogas plant and rainwater harvesting systems well in place and fully functional. Sai Gramam also has the Sri Satya Sai Gokulam, from where the day-to-day requirement of milk for Sai Gramam is taken care of. There is a mystical sacred pond and grove at Sai Gramam, adjacent to which is a Devi Sthanam, where lamp is lit and puja done on a regular basis, both in the morning and evening. There are various guest houses within Sai Gramam. The Prayag guest house, the Agri Farm guest house and the Gokulam guest house are some of them where visitors, officials and dignitaries are accommodated when needed. Sai Gramam also has an art village. This unique art village inspires people with artistic talents, particularly in the field of painting. Artists willing to develop their skills can stay here and practice their art form absolutely free. The art village is spread across 4,500 square feet. There is an office managed by a regular manager and assistants at Sai Gramam, which takes care of the needs of the visitors and all other day-to-day requirements of Sai Gramam. The Maveli stores and the Sai Gramam post office fulfills the needs for small purchases and postal needs of all the people within and outside Sai Gramam. The Lendi garden, which is similar to the one created by Sai Baba at Shirdi, is also beautifully maintained at Sai Gramam. The Sai Deep Mandap, which is a part of Sri Shirdi Sai Baba Mandir, takes care of all the spiritual activities like bhajans, etc. at Sai Gramam. This mandap is utilized daily by the students and all the others who are staying within Sai Gramam. It is also a place where visitors are taken to when they first visit Sai Gramam for the sake of Sai Darshanam. Besides all these mentioned above, there are several other places and activities which are central to the Sai Gramam project, which have not been covered in this very short documentary film on Sai Gramam. Since its inception, the Sri Satya Sai Orphanage Trust has been relentlessly working towards the cultural, moral and spiritual upliftment of the society in myriad ways. In a short span of 21 years, the trust, which made a humble beginning with 9 destitute boys in a rented building, is today an incredibly gigantic institution with more than 108 projects catering to the various needs of the lowest strata of society. We humbly dedicate the entire edifice of Sai Gramam and its miraculous functioning and all the seva which have been undertaken in this endeavor at the divine lotus feet of both Sri Shirdi Sai Baba and Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. With our humble prostrations, Jai Sai Ram.
This is truly divine and miracle for all of us. Now, I'd like to invite Dr. Sunil C. Menon, founder of Sagodharan Trust, to present with the felicitation address.
Good evening, everyone gathered here, respected dignitaries on the dais and everyone who's taken time out to come for this truly momentous and august gathering and event that's happening. Thanks to Sai Gramam and Dr. Sri Anand Kumar sir's vision of wanting to work with disempowered and vulnerable communities like the LGBT community, and coming from Kerala to forge and come into Chennai and start something new. though Sahodharan has been working for the past 25 years in Chennai, we have not thought of the cultural angle, and when Sri Anand Kumar sir got in touch with us saying that this is something that they had proved was successful in Kerala, would we like to replicate the same success in Chennai? We readily agreed because we had a lot of students, a lot of community members who had the urge, the passion to learn, but had no opportunities. And I think the blessing and the beauty of this whole enterprise has been that these, I call them kids, these kids have had the opportunity to express that creativity, to express their talent, to realize that this is the potential that they have. Despite leading regular lives, most of them are working. Dr. Selvi is a physiotherapist. Rose Venkateshan, you know, she was a popular TV hostess. So all of them came together and said that they were interested, and now it's been a year. Time really flies so fast, and it is truly an honor to be on stage here and to talk to you and speak a few words about this specific endeavor of Sai Gramam. Just that given the limitations of working with a very vulnerable and fractured community like the trans community, to get them together on a particular day and to make them disciplined enough to come every Sunday. And my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to Shanmugha Sundaram ji for giving us that energy and love and affection to nurture these kids so that they can fulfill their potential. So it is truly a blessing of Sai Baba ji that all of us fell into place and we all came together. This is definitely for me like a divine intervention, completely unplanned. I just got in here because now I spend most of my time in Kerala with an aging mother, so this is an event that I had to be part of, and I feel truly honored and blessed to be here. Thank you once again for all of you showing your support and love. And again, this is a community that needs all the support, even now, even more. And we hope that this one small free dance academy that we have started will trigger a wave of other states and other cities following suit and saying, looking at the potential of the trans community, which is untapped and unfulfilled. So given the opportunities, definitely every vulnerable community and marginalized person can fulfill their potential, and it is us privileged people who should be able to come forward and show this magnanimity and support and lend this beautiful hand to bring them up from where they are. Thank you once again. Thank you, Sai Ram. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sunil C. Menon. It's my great pleasure to introduce our Chief Patron, Dr. Nedungadi Haridas, who will now deliver today's presidential address.
ललितपदक्रमरम्या रञ्जितभावा यथैव शैलूषी मम जिह्वारङ्गतले नर्तितु देवी सरस्वती नित्यम् ओम सं सरस्वत्यै नमः ओम श्री मूगाम्बिकायै नमः ओम श्री सत्यसायिने नमः. Respected His Excellency, the Governor of Tamil Nadu, Mr. R.N. Ravi, and the magnificent personalities on the dais and off the dais. Let me first address the dancers and their friends. My advice to them that they have to feel proud of what they are. That is very, very important. You go to Puranas, especially in Mahabharata, you can see that a very significant role done by Shikhanti was the son of Drupada, but by the grace of Shiva, he remembered that he is the rebirth of Amba, who have gone to kill Bhishma, because he got that this thing. So he has been grown up as a transgender, and he was there in front of Arjuna to fight with Bhishma, which has turned the whole table and Kauravas had that failure. Now if you go to Sanskrit grammar, they are all been given. Actually, for the past 4-5 centuries I have seen, I don't know how it has come, the Indian culture, Indian spirituality, Indian philosophy, everything has been turned around and say something which is not correct. Like that, transgenders, we used to be made to believe for the past 4-5 centuries that they are neither masculine or feminine. But it's not like that. It's a combination. It's a real Shiva Shakti Swarupa, which is a very special this thing. You go to grammar, Sanskrit grammar, you can see the three lingas. And you go to any Ayurveda text, Charaka Samhita, Sushruta Samhita, Vagbhatacharya Samhitas, you can see the special privilege for these transgenders because they are, I repeat, Shiva Shakti Swarupa. Shiva Shakti Swarupa. So, my advice to them now is that to feel proud of their speciality so that you will get the confidence in your life and success is yours. Why not? One day we can have a Prime Minister from your group. That's what I feel. Now, talking about Sri Sathya Sai Orphanage and Mr. Ananda Kumar, of course, I need not go to the service activities since it has already been shown here. But I have to specifically mention here that Ananda Kumar have not just heard, underline, not just heard the Divya Prabhashanams of Satya Sai Baba, he have listened to it, he have understood it, and he have experienced the ecstasy of doing service in his life. That's what I know. I know Mr. Ananda Kumar from 1960s onwards. 60s onwards. And we are all being taught. I don't say that we learn. We have been taught by Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba that service is the only thing that you can bring happiness in yourself. Now, what you have to have for service? Baba always used to say, prema. Prema. What is prema then? It's not love. It is a universal love without expecting anything in return. That is love. Baba always used to say, prema, prema, prema. I will quote this thing. Baba used to tell us, a person's most useful asset is not head full of knowledge. It is the heart to love. It is an ear ready to listen and hands willing to do service to the needy and downtrodden. That's the thing. So develop that prema, prema, prema. That is what Baba used to say. We used to say, Baba always used to pick up personalities from the universe, and Ananda Kumar has been given this program to be 100, 200, 300, 400 projects for the needy, and for the needy I will say, not all downtrodden, needy also. And of course I have been given a privilege of singing bhajans only as a service. So I will sing a small bhajan which we used to sing about prema. Prema Ishwar hai, Ishwar prema hai, har jhadghan mein sai samale, Ishwar prema hai. Ram Rahim Krishna Karim, Saurashtra Yeshu Nanak, koi bhi naam japo re manwa, ईश्वर प्रेम है, कोई भी नाम जपो रे हे मनुआ, ईश्वर प्रेम है, प्रेम ईश्वर है, ईश्वर प्रेम है. And with this, I pray the Almighty to shower the energy in abundance and courage on Ananda Kumar to take this service to a tangent parabolic graph in his life. Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Thank you, Dr. Nedangadi Haridas. We are privileged to have a leader who is a renowned expert in community service with a wealth of knowledge and experience that has earned international acclaim. Today, we are honored to have him with us. May I take pleasure to invite Sri K.L. Rao, India Chief of UNICEF Social Policy, to deliver a keynote address.
Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Mr. R.N. Ravi, Mr. Anand Kumar, my good friend, dignitaries on the dais, and my dear friends, it's a honor and privilege for me to be present in this meeting. It's a privilege because you might be wondering what UNICEF has got to do with transgender. When I was invited for this meeting, I was not sure what is the design of divine, because I come from a district called Anantapur, where you all know Bhagwan Satya Sai Baba has done so much for Tamil Nadu, for Anantapur. And I did not have the fortune of seeing him in Anantapur. I think that's divine blessing that I'm here. Similarly, what UNICEF, why UNICEF, and what is UNICEF has got to do with transgender? Around a year and a half back, as head of UNICEF Chennai office, when we started working with the judiciary, we had a meeting with the transgender community, the police, judiciary, and Department of Social Justice, Social Welfare in the State Academy for Judicial Academy. That's when for the first time I realized where the UNICEF comes in. A transgender will struggle with his identity or her identity or their identity at the age of 13. That is when they start questioning themselves, what's my identity? That's when the realization hits, and that continues for a long time. It's like, there are various shades to it. It's like a right soul in a wrong body or wrong soul in a right body, whatever you call it. So that's where UNICEF, when we look at UNICEF's mandate, the largest convention which has been ratified by more than 180 countries is called the Convention on Child Rights, which has essentially 4 pillars: survival of a child, protection of a child, development and participation. And our goal is not to leave anybody behind, leave no one behind. And when we look at that mandate, the most glaring kind of community that comes into picture is A, of course, women, B is people with disabilities, and C is transgender. Now, if you look at all these 3, it's not because of their doing that they are born like that. A woman or a person with disability or a transgender. If that is the way nature is, I think it's the responsibility of the community to take care of them. And when we say responsibility of the community, it's our mindset. It's important to change that mindset. I think that is where organizations like Saigram come in, collectively raising the consciousness of the community. And I'm glad to say that UNICEF is committed towards the transgender community. It has come out with a framework where these sustainable development goals, UN sustainable development goals, have been properly mapped to the transgender community, and the goals have been very well articulated. So as part of the overall mandate of UNICEF, right from the early childhood, ECD, early childhood development, to the age of 18 is what our mandate is. And in every possible manner, right from school level, we are committing to taking care of the requirements of the LGBTQ plus community. Where we see a great role is, especially in states like Tamil Nadu and Kerala, how the various government policies, because of lack of, I would say, better coordination between the judiciary, legislature and executive, when we brought them together at one platform, you could see where the things are falling apart. There are so many provisions that are available, yet it's unfortunate that those could not be implemented because of lack of understanding of the available policies. That's the key role that UNICEF is trying to play. Bring all the three stakeholders along with the key stakeholders, that is the LGBTQ plus community, at one place. Try to ensure that they are not treated somebody who is not unwanted by the society, but somebody who is treated with what I call as 3 E's. One is equity. They should be given equal chance like anybody else. Second is empathy. They don't need sympathy, they just need empathy. And third, most important thing is embrace them like any other individual. They are the creation and celebration of the nature. I come from a place called Warangal, studied in Warangal, where there is a very famous dynasty called Kakatiya dynasty, and a famous Shivatandamam is Perini Shivatandamam. And we know Shivatandamam is Adithanar, right? If nature itself is celebrating like that, who are we to question it? So it's equity, empathy and embrace them is what I believe is what, as a community, we should pay tribute to the nature. And that's my humble request to the Saigram as well. We are committed to work with Saigram on these issues. And I take this opportunity once again to thank the Honorable Governor for giving UNICEF this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you for your gracious question, sir. Today, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude to those who have gone above and beyond to support us in our mission to promote dance as an art form and as a means of personal expression for the transgenders. I am honored to invite our honorees to the stage to receive the well-deserved recognition. I now invite Honorable Governor to honor our key supporters for this Transgenders Dance Academy. Firstly, I would like to invite Sri K. Shanmugasundaram, the dance instructor of our Chennai Academy, onto the dais. Big round of applause to all our key supporters, please. Next, Srimati Sharifa, founder, Knowledge Engineering. Thank you. Dr. Gayatri Subramanian, dance instructor of a Kochi and Trivandrum Dance Academy. Thank you, sir. Today, we are privileged to have with us our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thru R.N. Ravi, who has graciously accepted our invitation to inaugurate the first anniversary celebration of a free dance academy for transgender. He is a visionary leader with a strong commitment to the development and progress of our state. Sir, we are delighted to have you with us today to share in this moment of joy and celebration. Your presence here today is a testament to our commitment to the well-being and the prosperity of our community. Our Honorable Governor's presence here today is a fitting tribute to the hard work and dedication of all those who have contributed to this initiative. So, without a further ado, I am honored to invite the Governor of Tamil Nadu to address the gathering.
Respected Thiru K. Anand Kumar, Founder and Executive Director, Sri Satya Sai Orphanage Trust. Academy, Thiru K. L. Rao, UNICEF India Chief, Social Policy, Dr. Sunil C. Menon, Chairman, Sahodaran NGO and Transgender, Tirumati Sona Nair, Tirumati Dina Unikrishnan, the trustees, distinguished invitees, and dear friends from the media included. I feel delighted to participate in this event. Some time back when Sri Anand Kumarji came and invited me, he gave me a proposal. He told me what they are doing. It was so impressive, so touching, that I thought that an organization, an entity which is doing for a set of people, those who are still at the margin of our social consciousness and facing all the odds, if they are doing something to give them a dignified skill for a dignified life, Raj Bhavan would be very happy and honored to be part of it. Sri Satya Sai Orphanage Trust has been doing yeoman service to the society. We have seen the short film. Service is something which is inherent in our Bharatiya culture, our sanskar. Sri Anand Kumar mentioned about Manav Seva, Madhav Seva. Seva in Bharatiya Sanskriti is something which is unique. Seva is in some way or other is present in almost all parts of the world, in all kinds of cultures, in all kinds of faiths. But what makes this Seva in Bharatiya Sanskriti unique is when we say Manav Seva, Madhav Seva, here Madhav is not somewhere away, Madhav is in each one of us. This is our Sanskriti that is born out of several thousand years back, when our rishis and sages, when they discovered the fundamental truth, which they articulated when they said, Mama Atma Sarva Bhutatma. All the differences that you see, this stunning diversity that you see, these are all various manifestations of the same divine. These are like leaves on a tree. A tree has million leaves, and no two leaves are exactly alike, and yet they are integrally connected as a part of a family with the tree. So here when we talk about seva, it is not that you do something and there is someone sitting somewhere and watching and giving you a merit and benefit, but here is when you do seva, you are doing seva to yourself. And that is what it says, Niskam Seva. A seva without any kind of selfishness or any kind of a desire for a moksha or anything. It is there. Inherent in our seva is that we are all one, we are all member of a family. Dr. Nedungadi Haridas mentioned about something happened in last some centuries, 500, 600 years. And a distortion has cropped in. And we started looking at things differently than what we were looking earlier than that. And that has been the period also when the alien influence came on this country through invasion and colonization, and new ideas, new thoughts came. We also heard Thiru K. L. Rao talking about UNICEF language, nature. This is European language, this is the Western language. Here, the fundamental difference is the difference in epistemology, the system of knowledge that India has, the Bharat has, and the system of knowledge in the rest of the world, Europe and America. In our epistemology, in our sense, our system of knowledge, Buddhi is not sovereign. Buddhi is important. Intellect is very, very important, but intellect is not sovereign. There are because our Buddhi is something which is a function of our five sense organs: touch, sense, sight, smell, hearing, touch. All the five organs that we experience the world, based on that we acquire our knowledge. This Buddhi has a limitation and it keeps increasing, it keeps changing, it's dynamic. And that is why in Bharatiya system of knowledge there is something called Adhyatmik. There is something which is beyond Buddhi, Parabuddhi, and only when the two happens, the Sambuddhi happens, only then the true knowledge comes. And that is why when we look at somebody, we don't look at it as a creation of a nature or diversity of nature. We look at it as various diverse manifestations of the same divine. Disabilities. Ashtavakra was a quite disabled person, we all know that. We know the story of Ashtavakra, highly deformed person. But he was not considered disabled. It is a form, it is a diversity that is how divine manifests in ways which nobody knows. It is only for the divine to know. We are nobody to talk about it. We can only appreciate and perhaps celebrate too. So, this Satya Sai Orphanage Trust, the doing great service to humanity, is something which is remarkable. Before the advent of modern state, society looks after itself. There was the society did not look at A state or any king were there to protect from anything which is from alien invasion and all. People look after themselves. Society looked after themselves. Unfortunately, with the advent of modern state, role of society has been declining, decreasing. And we all feel that we look upon the state that the state should do it. It is a state's responsibility, not ours. Now that's not the way. That's not the Indian way. This is not the Bharatiya Sanskar. Society has a lot of strength, and strength perhaps much more than any government can have. And that is what we see today. The transformation that is happening in the country after the coming up of the new national leadership in the last about a decade. Because the change that has happened is the national leadership has realized the strength of the society, our people. That is why the slogan is Ellorudanum, Ellorukagum, Ellorum Muertium, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas. Involve all, take all, a strength of the people. It is that. And when the strength, the goodness which is inherent in our society, inherent in everyone. In the West, people count about philanthropists, count on fingers, maybe count on numbers. And sometimes someone had the audacity to say, philanthropy is only the character of the West. Their philanthropy is when you have surplus, billions of billions, then you also spend billions. Here philanthropy is when someone comes to your house, and if you have only one bread, share the half bread with his. Atithi Devo Bhava, that is philanthropy. Service is there inherent, and if you accumulate this micro level, if you call it philanthropy, then perhaps it is immense. It is there. Now, this organization which is doing this great job, in the last just about a little over 2 decades, they have grown immensely. They have grown immensely because there is a goodness in the society. There are people who are joining. There is a positive impulse in each one of us, rich or poor alike. And when you have a lightning rod where they all gravitate and they all come together, all that you need is to provide a credible lightning rod where this gets attracted. And this trust has created that sense of belief in the people that yes, if this, what they are doing, if a resource is given, if participation is given, if a cooperation is given, it will be for the good of the people, good of the needy. I'm sure in the coming days and years, it will grow much more than what it is today. And it will continue serving the society and the country. Coming to the transgender. I think, sometimes people say that women, disabled, transgender, it is not their fault. Why this apologetic approach? What is the fault in it? What is wrong with that? Nothing wrong. They are as good as anyone else. I think this reflects somewhere in our subconscious the prejudice that we nourish. This has to go. A transgender is as much human as anyone else. It's not only just a question of rights, it's the question much more than that. In every sphere, they are as good as anyone else. Now this prejudice that has crept in, as Dr. Nedungadi said, because of distortion in last couple of centuries, this prejudice has to go. And prejudice cannot go just because of legislation, because of constitutional provisions. We know that our Supreme Court has held that transgenders have all the constitutional rights. Rights of equality, equal opportunity, this protection from discrimination, freedom of speech, freedom of life. All these rights are available. But we need to create enabling environment for them to exercise those rights. They don't have to fight for right. If they start fighting for right and then they get the right, that's not something which is a healthy ecosystem. We have to create that enabling environment. And what Satya Sai Trust is doing by creating this dance academy for them is creating an enabling environment. It is a modest attempt. It has begun only about a year ago. And so the first anniversary is, you can say, it is just a toddler, an infant, which is learning to sit. But I am sure one day it will grow and run fast. And there will be many others who will be also joining. Because this enabling environment cannot be created by the state. Because by very nature, be it a state, government of a state, I mean political state, whether a state or the union, or in any international organization, they are essentially bureaucratic in nature. For them it is a duty, they have to do it. For them it is an statistics, that is what it is. There is no compassion, there is no empathy. It is very clinical. There are a few exceptions, but by and large, systems work clinically, not with emotion. And that is what we see in our day-to-day administration also. That you come up with the best of policy, best of legislation, but down the line, when it comes to implementation, you find people, those who are entrusted with it is lost among them. And as a result, the right benefit doesn't come to the beneficiary. So, society has to get into it. There has to be many more, while this Satya Sai Trust is doing, and it needs to get all the help and cooperation, assistance for all of us. We need to have many more of us who coming forward in the society to create the enabling environment for the transgenders, so that they are equal to us. They are perceived as equal to us. They are equal to us, but we all look at them as equal to us. Is very, very important. And I am sure this initiative taken by Satya Sai Orphanage Trust will go a long way in igniting the desire among all of us to do something more in our own way. And that will definitely bring about the desired change. Thank you very much for all this. Jai Hind.
Thank you for the visionary address to all of us, sir, making this day a very memorable in our lives and in the history of Sai Gramam. Now I'd like to invite Srimati Beena Unnikrishnan, Chairperson, Sai Gramam Chennai Chapter, to deliver a word of thanks.
A very good evening to all of you. Gratitude, I always feel that is the biggest prayer that can somebody feel about it. I am very pleased to be standing here on behalf of Sri Satya Sai Trust Kerala, who thinks or emphasis on the thought called Vasudeva Kudumbagam. That is why they have thought of spreading their service outside Kerala, thinking that the world as one family. I thank our Honorable Governor, Sri R.N. Raviji, for her great heart for conducting this event in this prestigious premises and making this event as a memorable one for all of us, especially the transgender community. I express my gratitude to Sri K.N. Anandakumar sir, the founder of Sri Satya Sai Trust, for all the social activities and for his great thought of service. My gratitude to Sri K.L. Rao, UNICEF India Chief, for accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion. My special thanks to my great friend Sunil Sri Menon for his wonderful work that he has been doing for upskilling the life of transgenders through his organization Sahodaran and his support to the trust for making this day possible. Today, our superstar is always a teacher, who is K. Shanmugha Sundaram, who has dedicated his time to train and teach the dancers in such a short period. He has been a pillar of strength to the students. Dr. Nedungadi Haridas, whom I see always in my place of a guru and a friend, who has always been there with a solution for anything we approached. So my gratitude to him. My sincere thanks for giving his premises to conduct the dance classes and for being a great support. My sincere thanks to Mr. Mohanan Namburi, Side Trust Office Bearer, and Sharifa, the founder of Knowledge Engineering. My sincere thanks to Vivek R. Nair for his support, and P. Shegar and Sona Nair and Srimati Maladi for gracing the event with a great prayer. But this thanking note can never be over without thanking my friends from the transgenders community for being here, for their dedication, strength and love. Me being a painter who paint Shakti, I always seen Shakti in them than in anybody else. There is so much of talent and strength in them to be explored. I thank all the guests who have attended this event to support Sai Orphanage Trust to do more, and of course all members of Raj Bhavan who worked behind this event to make it so beautiful and colorful. Thank you so much.
Let us all now rise for national anthem.
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे दाने तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. It's time for us to witness the classical dance performance by students of Satyasai Transgenders Academy from Chennai. Please take your respective seats.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As is the norm, we start today's event with a Pushpanjali. This group presentation is a floral offering to the God, to our Guru and to the audience. This is followed by a short Alaripu in Trishurtalam. Both items are pure Nritta pieces.
tatam dhim tatam. Dhim dhim tatam dhim dhim tatam dhim tatam dhim tatam tatimita tagadagadaga dhim dhim tatam dhim dhim tatam dhim tatam dhim tatam tatimita tagadagadaga dhim dhim tatam dhim dhim tatam dhim tatam dhim tatam tatimita tagadagadaga dhim dhim tatam dhim dhim tatam dhim tatam dhim tatam tatimita tagadagadaga dhim dhim tatam dhim dhim tatam dhim tatam dhim tatam tatimita tagadagadaga dhim tatam dhim dhim tatam dhim tatam dhim tatam tatimita tagadagadaga dhim tatam dhim dhim tatam dhim tatam dhim tatam வாக்குண்டா நல்ல மனமுண்டா மாமலராள் நோக்குண்டா மேரி நுடங்காது பூகொண்டு துப்பா திருமேனியோ தும்பிக்கையா தும்பிக்கையா பாதம் பணிந்து தப்பாமல் சார்வார் தமக்கு தப்பாமல் சார்வார் தமக்கு
தெய்யும் தாம் கிட்டத்தகதா தெய்யும் தாம் கிட்டத்தகதா தெய்யும் தளங்குதோம் தது கிட்டத்தோம் தாம் தாம் கிட்டத்தகதை கிட்டத்தகதாம் தாம் கிட்டத்தகதை கிட்டத்தகதாம் தாம் தத்தை தாம் 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 தாம் கிட்டத்தகதை கிட்டத்தகதாம் தாம் கிட்டத்தகதை கிட்டத்தகதாம் தாம் தத்தை தாம் தாம் தத்தை தாம் தாம் தத்தை தாம் தாம் தத்தை dam dam te da te 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 dam dam kita taka te sa te kita taka dam dam kita taka te sa te kita taka dam dam te da te 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 ra hat jam tari ra kat hat jam tari re kat gina tom tak kat gina tom tak kat go tat gina tom dam Trigurdaka 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 dalam kudom kradaka trigurdom ta tei teyum tattam kidataka da tei teyum tattam kidataka dam
I'm sure we could give them a louder round of applause. I have tears in my eyes. I can't tell you how happy I am. The second short presentation, we will now present Shankara Srigiri in Ragam Hamsadwani Talam Adi, composition of Maharaja Swati Tirunal. The song is in praise of the Lord of Dance, Nataraja, in Chidambaram. The song describes the attributes of Lord Shiva, such as the skull garland, holy ashes as he dances with the Bhutaganas, and glorifying how Shiva resides in the heart of Lord Padmanabha. This will be presented by Vaishali and Karthik.
नाथ प्रभु शंकर श्री नाथ प्रभु शंकर श्री नाथ प्रभु प्रभु के ध्वनन ध्वनन ध्वन घुंगुरु बाजे ध्वनन ध्वनन ध्वन घुंगुरु बाजे ध्वनन ध्वनन ध्वन घुंगुरु बाजे देव मुनि सब गगन विराजे ध्वनन ध्वनन ध्वन घुंगुरु बाजे देव मुनि सब गगन विराजे ध्वनन ध्वनन ध्वन घुंगुरु बाजे देव मुनि सब गगन विराजे शंकर श्री नाथ प्रभु के नृत विराजित चित सर्वा में शंकर श्री नाथ प्रभु ताकैत कीट तथा स्तुति गति राजे ताकैत कीट तथा श्रुति गति राजे पदुमनाभ मन कमल विराजे पदुमनाभ मन कमल विराजे ताकैत कीट तथा श्रुति गति राजे पदुमनाभ मन कमल विराजे शंकर श्री नाथ प्रभु के नृत विराजित चित्र सभा में शंकर श्री नाथ प्रभु के नृत विराजित चित्र सभा में शंकर श्री नाथ प्रभु गिरिनाथ प्रभु प्रभु प्रभु
Thank you for that loud appreciation. We conclude this evening with a Tulsidas Rama Bhajan, Ragam Yaman Kalyani, Tala Mishra Chapu. When you sing in praise of Lord Rama, he removes the fear of the cycle of life and death. His body is like the color of the blue clouds. The shape of eyes, mouth, hands and feet bloom like red lotuses. The poet says, Lord Rama is the destroyer of all evils. The dancers are Dr. Selvi Santosham, Rose Venkateshan, Vaishnavi and Omala.
Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajaman Harana Bhava Bhayadarunam Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajaman Harana Bhava Bhayadarunam Shri Ramachandra Kripalu मनहरण भवभयदारुणं नवकञ्जलोचनकञ्जमुख करकञ्ज पदकञ्जारुणं नवकञ्जलोचनकञ्जमुख करकञ्ज पदकञ्जारुणं श्रीराम 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 गन्धर्व अगणित अमित छवि नवनीत नीरज सुन्दरं गन्धर्व अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरज सुन्दरं पटपीतमानगो तडितरुचि शुचिनोमि जनकसुतावरं 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 श्रीराम 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 भज दीनबन्धो दिनेश दानवदैक्यवंशनिकन्दनं भज दीनबन्धो दिनेश दानवदैक्यवंशनिकन्दनं रघुनन्दनानन्द कन्द कोशलचन्द दशरथनन्दनं रघुनन्द आनन्द कन्द कोशलचन्द दशरथनन्दनं श्रीराम 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 शिरमुकुट कुण्डल तिलक चारुदार अङ्गविभूषणं शिरमुकुट कुण्डल तिलक चारुदार अङ्गविभूषणं शिरमुकुट कुण्डल तिलक चारुदार अङ्गविभूषणं शिरमुकुट कुण्डल तिलक चारुदार अङ्गविभूषणं
Honorable Governor and Lady Governor to come onto the stage. And the Chennai chapter of SSOT, can you please come on stage? Shri Shanmugam, this for a photo op. Anand sir, Dr. Nedungadi, Bina, can you please come on stage? There's a photo op with the team. Vivek.
Request all the guests to join for the